Welcome everyone to the DMVSTREAM.COM High School Game of the Week. We are live from Bethesda, Maryland here on the campus of Georgetown Preparatory School for tonight's matchup featuring the Saint Albans Bulldogs versus the Georgetown Prep Little Hoyas. Hello everybody, I'm Monica Moore and we have a great IAC matchup for you here tonight. Before the action gets underway, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our players to watch for tonight's contest, starting off with the Saint Albans Bulldogs and number 24, Lloyd Howell, the senior guard, is having a phenomenal season so far, averaging 16.4 points per game. Last time these two teams played, he had 17 points in that matchup, and they are certainly looking for another big game out of Howell tonight. Now for the Georgetown Prep Little Hoyas, our player to watch is number 25, Michael Wolf. The senior forward has committed to Loyola. He's averaging 13.1 points per game. And last time these two teams met up, he had a monster of a contest, scoring 19 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 blocks for the triple-double. Michael Wolf, of course, a highly known recruit out of this area, having a great season so far. And now let's talk a little bit about our keys to the game for both of these teams. Again, starting with Saint Albans, first of all, good things come in threes. Last time these two teams met, Michael Sneezik had 6 3-pointers in the contest and led his team with 25 points. They are certainly going to want him to try to line it up from behind the arc tonight. And then secondly, the 1-2 punch for Saint Albans. Last time these two teams played, it was Michael Sneezik and Lloyd Howell that carried the majority of the scoring burden. They want other players to step up here tonight and come up big for their team. Now our keys to the game for Georgetown Prep, first of all, to share the wealth. Last time these two teams played, 4 players were in double digits for the Little Hoyas. They'd like that balanced scoring distribution tonight. And then finally a quick start for the Little Hoyas. Last time they got off to a 23-17 lead in the first quarter of that contest. They'd like to get off to a blistering start tonight. Again, a very important IAC matchup for both of these two teams. The starters for Saint Albans already on the floor. It will be Michael Sneezik, Matt Sneezik, Lloyd Howell, Tommy Kiernan, and Brandon Galloway getting the start tonight for the Saint Albans Bulldogs. And then for the Georgetown Prep Little Hoyas, it will be Billa Abdul-Jamal, Brandon Green, Alex Fabian Scotch, Alexander Lee, and Michael Wolf. Wolf and Kiernan squaring off, and the opening tip goes to Georgetown Prep. We are underway as Abdul-Jamal brings the ball up the floor for the Little Hoyas, and they set up their half-court offense. And quickly trying to get on the scoreboard is Alex Fabian Scott. No good, but the follow by number 25, Michael Wolf. Wolf already off to a good start in tonight's game. Looking for the answer is Michael Sneezik. Shot no good, and it is Little Hoyas basketball. Georgetown Prep with the 2-point lead after that rebound and basket by their standout Michael Wolf. St. Albans applying a little pressure as Georgetown Prep works the ball around, gets everyone involved. Wolf, another bucket for Michael Wolf. 4 points already in this contest, not even a minute underway. Wolf has come to play tonight. We've talked about the fact that this is an important matchup for both of these two teams. They are neck and neck in the IAC standings right now. So an important contest as both teams looking toward the IAC tournament. St. Albans working around the Bulldogs. Matt Sneezik up top, hands off to Howell. And once again, it is Sneezik who takes the shot. Shot no good. We talked about the fact that he had 6 3-pointers in the game the last time these two teams played. He has been looking for his shot tonight, but has been cold so far from the outside. 6 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Georgetown Prep with a 4-0 lead so far. They have certainly gotten off to that quick start that we talked about. Wolf will try one from the outside, and he knocks it down. Michael Wolf, 7 points in this contest. That is his 19th 3-pointer of the year. He can knock down that shot. Now a 7-0 lead by Georgetown Prep. St. Albans still looking to get on the scoreboard. They're looking for Sneezik once again. Sneezik from outside. Shot rattles around, no good. Offensive rebound by number 32, Tommy Kiernan, who gets the first points of the day for St. Albans. St. Albans continuing with the pressure. Georgetown Prep easily breaking through the press. Shot from the outside by number 5, Brandon Green. And now Georgetown Prep with a 10-2 lead over St. Albans here in the early goings of this IAC matchup. Nice drive by number 10, Matt Sneezik, for his first points of the day, but quickly the other way come the Little Hoyas. Nice recovery on defense by St. Albans. St. Albans sticking with their zone. They've applied this zone defense throughout the contest. The Little Hoyas looking for Michael Wolf, could not connect. And now St. Albans with an opportunity to cut into this deficit even more. Nice ball movement by the Bulldogs. And once again, Lloyd Howell looking for an opportunity, shot no good, and Georgetown Prep quickly down the floor, but I've been very impressed so far with the ability of St. Albans to recover as Georgetown Prep looks to push the ball down the court. Once again, shot no good for Michael Sneezik. He is struggling from the outside so far. Again, he had 25 points last time these two teams met up, so you certainly can't expect for him to stay quiet for long, and I certainly expect for him to continue to look for his shot in tonight's contest. Shot no good by Fabian Scotch. And a nice job by Matt Sneezik pushing the ball up the floor. He'll draw the foul. First team foul for Georgetown Prep. That one was charged to number 3, Billah Abdul-Jamal. And that rebound will go to Alexander Lee. Halfway through this first quarter, again, Georgetown Prep has led the entire way, currently up 10-4. That shot no good for Abdul-Jamal. Nice defense by number 12, Alex Fabian Scotch. Neither team so far has been able to have any fast break opportunities. So far the defense has been able to recover. Nice play looking for Michael Sneezik, an easy bucket for the senior guard who's averaging 12.9 points per game. Finally, the pressure pays off for St. Albans, forcing the turnover. So a backcourt violation, and St. Albans with possession and opportunity here to cut into the deficit once again. Michael Sneezik with possession for St. Albans. The Bulldogs currently with a record of 12-6 in the IAC. They're 4-3. And Georgetown Prep, of course, is 5-2 as a clean block for Alexander Lee. Lloyd Howell, our player to watch, will inbound the ball. And quickly the Bulldogs look for Howell. He is covered up. Nice defense by Brandon Green. Kevin McDonald checking into the contest for Georgetown Prep. McDonald, only a freshman, 6'5", forward, averaging 6.4 points per game for Georgetown Prep. That shot by Matt Sneezik, no good. Battle for the rebound. And Tommy Kiernan is fouled. Kiernan will head to the free throw line. He is a 65% free throw shooter. Georgetown Prep still with a 10-6 lead. 3 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in this first quarter. First shot, no good for Tommy Kiernan. Second opportunity, rattles around, no good. Rebound goes to Michael Wolf. And if you would like to purchase a copy of this broadcast, get it on DVD or download it directly to your computer. Find out more at DMVSTREAM.com. That shot is good for Brandon Green. His 15th three-pointer of the season. Green averaging 9.1 points per game, helping to extend the Georgetown Prep lead to 13-6. Snezik thought about it. Nice move in the lane by Snezik. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound, and Michael Wolf will come up with it for Georgetown Prep. Will Rayleigh checking into the contest for Georgetown Prep. Rayleigh, a 6'4" junior forward. And after some success with the pressure, Saint Albans will stick with it. Nice ball movement by the Little Hoyas. And the pressure once again becoming a factor, but Georgetown Prep able to hang on to it. Wolf gets the shot off. He's fouled and will head to the free throw line. Michael Wolf, a 64% free throw shooter. Of course, he was the one with the hot hand in the opening minutes of this contest, rattling off 7 consecutive points, including a three-pointer. And now his first trip to the line of the day. Again, a 64% free throw shooter is Michael Wolf. The first shot is good. At number 55, George Walker, a freshman forward, checking into the contest for Saint Albans. As Michael Wolf's second opportunity coming up for Georgetown Prep. Second shot is good for Michael Wolf as Travis Bauman checks in for Georgetown Prep. Bauman, a sophomore guard for the Little Hoyas. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and of course this game was voted on by you, our fan voters, as the game of the week. Don't forget that each week at DMVSTREAM.com, we let you, the viewers, pick our game of the week broadcast. You can see which teams have been selected, and you can also let us know if you would like for your team to be considered for a future poll. Nice play by number 24, Lloyd Howell. And you can see the offense feeding the defense as Saint Albans picking up the intensity on this pressure, trying to force a turnover. Snezik gets a hand on it as he tries to pressure Bauman. And Snezik almost comes up with a steal. Beautiful shot by Kevin McDonald. And again, McDonald only a freshman. Trap in the corner. As Snezik drives, tries to go around Wolf. I give Michael Wolf a lot of credit because he altered that shot and came up with the rebound. Michael Wolf, just one of those players who does it all. We've seen his scoring range from the free throw line, the three-pointer. He has great post moves. Has been outstanding on the boards today, and then altering shots on defense. Really the complete package is Michael Wolf. McDonald with the shot. McDonald lighting it up in the latter minutes of this first quarter. We are under a minute remaining in the first period as Matt Snezik is fouled. That foul charge to Brandon Green. That will be the 4th team foul for Georgetown Prep as Matt Snezik heads to the free throw line, an 80% free throw shooter. Matt Snezik currently averaging 14.5 points per game. First shot is good for the junior guard. Substitutes entering the contest for both teams, including Azan Wilbon, his first minutes of the day for the Saint Albans Bulldogs, along with George Walker back into the contest. Shot rattles around and is good. So with 38.3 seconds remaining, Georgetown Prep up 20-10. Valmont pushing the ball up the floor, hands off to Abdul Jamal with the shot, no good. Rebound by Will Rayleigh. That foul charge to Azan Wilbon. Will Rayleigh, an 80% free throw shooter. First shot is good for the junior forward. 27.5 seconds remaining in this first quarter. It has been all Georgetown Prep. Of course, we talked about one of our keys to the game for the Little Hoyas was to get off to a strong start. That is exactly what they have done. Gus Bazanas checking into the contest for Georgetown Prep. And now the Little Hoyas applying some pressure here, trying to force a turnover. They do. Rayleigh comes up with it. McDonald from the corner. And Georgetown Prep with the pressure once again. It paid off the first time. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs. Nice defense by Bazanas in the game. And finally a foul charge to the Little Hoyas. And that one will go against Bazanas, sending Alexander Lee to the free throw line with 7.5 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Georgetown Prep up by 14. First shot is good. Second opportunity coming up for Azan Wilbon. That shot no good. Will Rayleigh with the rebound. Not a lot of time in this first period remaining. Valmont gets it to the corner to McDonald. That shot no good, but it is the Little Hoyas off to a blistering start here tonight in this IAC matchup, leading 24-11. And we've also talked about the fact that Georgetown Prep wanted to get lots of people involved. They have McDonald in particular. The freshman has been very impressive. And of course, you can't say enough good things about Michael Wolf and everything he has done tonight. As I said, he has been the complete package so far in this contest for the Little Hoyas. Check out DMV Elite Live with Marcus Helton, Sundays at noon. During this live show, Marcus talks about the area's best basketball players and programs and offers recruiting tips and news. Find it at DMVSTREAM.COM. And of course, no doubt some of the players in tonight's contest will be featured on Marcus's show. Some great talent from this area. Also, check out CapitalHoops.com live with Mark Stern Mondays at 10:30 p.m. During this live show, Mark recaps the week's high school basketball action with analysis and highlights. Find it as well at DMVStream.com. So lots of great content that you can find at the DMVStream.com website, along, of course, with our Game of the Week each week featuring different teams from the district, Maryland, and Virginia, voted on by your votes. You have the power to dictate which team we will cover each week. And of course, you can watch it live on your tablet, computer, or phone. Saint Albans coming out all fired up after the break. Shot no good. Valmont pushing the ball up the floor, finds McDonald in the corner. McDonald hands off to Rayleigh. Rayleigh's shot no good. Tip by Abdul Jamal. And finally, Will Rayleigh with the basket for Georgetown Prep. The Little Hoyas not letting up. Sneezik will try another one from behind the arc. Shot no good, too strong. And now Matt Sneezik looking inside to Michael Sneezik. And that shot is short. Just right now, nothing going the way of the Saint Albans Bulldogs. And the Georgetown Prep fans letting them hear about it, as the Little Hoyas have a lively student section in attendance here tonight to cheer on their team, up currently by 15 over Saint Albans. Valmont will try one from behind the arc, too strong. Sneezik with the rebound. He'll push the ball up the floor. And Michael Sneezik just not able to find his shooting touch here tonight. Rayleigh getting down the floor, blocked by Sneezik. Nice idea by Valmont. He was looking for Rayleigh, but instead the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Saint Albans' possession as Fabian Scotch checks back into the contest for Georgetown Prep. Grant McClure inbounding the ball for St. Albans. Georgetown Prep sticking with the pressure as Brandon Green gets a hand on it. Both teams have struggled a bit with the full court pressure when applied. Sneezik, nice pass, finds the open Tommy Kiernan for the bucket. Fabian Scotch looks to the corner to Brandon Green, nothing there. Michael Wolf will try another. He's been quiet after the way he got started in tonight's contest, but that shot is good for Will Rayleigh. Sneezik looks inside. Shot no good for Kiernan. And Michael Wolf continuing to be strong on the boards for Georgetown Prep. Lloyd Howell checking back into the contest for St. Albans. And both Howell and the Sneeziks have been quiet in tonight's contest. They really are the three primary scoring options for St. Albans. Of course, Michael Sneezik has been cold from the outside, which is a big reason so far that St. Albans just really hasn't been able to get their offense going. Fabian Scotch, hands off. Now driving. Shot is good for Alex Fabian Scotch. And now Georgetown Prep up 30-13 in the second quarter. 5 minutes, 12 seconds remaining. It has been all the Little Hoyas. Sneezik with the shot, no good. Wolf coming up with it, a long outlet pass to Green. Too strong. Rayleigh with the rebound, gets tripped up, but somehow hangs on to possession. What a great effort by Will Rayleigh. The 6'4" junior forward doing a great job on the glass. He will take a seat on the bench as Alexander Lee comes back into the contest for Georgetown Prep. Good defense by St. Albans finally. The Little Hoyas get the ball to Alexander Lee and set up their offense. Fabian Scotch up top, defended by Jarvis. Aggressive defense by St. Albans, doing a good job cutting off opportunities as Brandon Green gets tied up. And that foul charge to number 24, Lloyd Howell. Kicked ball possession will remain with Georgetown Prep. And if you're a top recruit in the DMV and you're keeping your college commitment a secret until National Signing Day, then make your commitment live on our airways at DMVSTREAM.COM. Stream your big announcement live to the world. Find out more at DMVSTREAM.COM. And of course, one recruit making his commitment live on DMVSTREAM.COM is Jaquil Vay, who on National Signing Day, February 6, 2013, Jaquil Vay, a nationally ranked football recruit by ESPN.com, will make his college commitment live on DMVStream.com. The Avalon School running back and quarterback will choose between Maryland and Iowa live at DMVStream.com, so definitely make sure to check that out when Jaquil Vay will reveal who he will be playing for next year. Shot rattles around, no good for Brandon Green, but the putback is good for Michael Wolf. Sneezik from the corner, no good. Rebound by Abdul Jamal, and quickly down the floor comes Michael Wolf. He is fouled by Lloyd Howell. Howell will head back to the free throw line, where he is perfect on the day so far. His last trip to the line, he was 2 for 2. And again, coming into tonight's contest, a 64% free throw shooter. First shot is good for Michael Wolf. As Coach O.J. Johnson sends in more substitutes for Saint Albans. Of course, the head coach for Saint Albans, a former Saint Albans student and student athlete, lettering in varsity football, basketball, and track, then went on to play football and basketball for Georgetown before returning to his alma mater. This is his second year as a head coach for the Bulldogs. The head coach for Georgetown Prep is, of course, Herb Cruson. Nice job by St. Albans. Justin Jarvis getting down the floor quickly, cutting the lead back to 20 for Georgetown Prep. The Little Hoyas up 37-17, and they will turn the ball over with 3 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in this first half. And of course, we talked about O.J. Johnson. Herb Cruson, the head coach for Georgetown Prep, a former All-Met guard who played his college basketball at East Carolina University. Shot is up, no good for Brandon Galloway. Nice rebound by 42, Keith Sims, who will head to the free throw line. Keith Sims, only a freshman. So several freshmen getting some playing time for O.J. Johnson. First shot is no good. Sims, a 52% free throw shooter for the Bulldogs. Second opportunity, also too strong. Rebound for Travis Valmont. Valmont pushing the ball up the floor. Defended by Howell. Fabian Scotch driving. And he will be called for the charge. Nice defensive play by St. Albans. And that is 17 fouls for the Little Hoyas. St. Albans with 16 fouls. The Little Hoyas up 37-17, 2 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in this first half. Georgetown Prep has led the entire way so far. That shot is good for number 11, Justin Jarvis. And that is certainly a bright spot for St. Albans, getting some scoring distribution from some players that don't necessarily typically handle the heavy burden. McDonald once again tries it from the corner. It looks like Fabian Scotch is going to be called for another foul. Sorry, that foul charged to Galloway. And Will Rayleigh will head to the free throw line for Georgetown Prep. Rayleigh, an 80% free throw shooter. That shot too strong, misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Nice hustle by Kevin McDonald. But looks like he is going to be charged with the foul. So now both teams in the bonus, 8 team fouls for Georgetown Prep, 7 team fouls for Saint Albans. As Justin Jarvis heads to the free throw line for the Bulldogs, looking to cut into this deficit. Georgetown Prep leading by 17. And that shot is good for Justin Jarvis. Second opportunity coming up for the junior guard, listed at 5'11". That shot rattles around, no good, and who else but Michael Wolf there for the rebound, but some miscommunication as Wolf throws the ball out of bounds. And a timeout called on the floor as Georgetown Prep up 16 over Saint Albans in this IAC matchup. This timeout called by the Little Hoyas, a 30-second timeout, and want to remind you to check out DMVSTREAM.COM, where we broadcast pro, amateur, college, high school, AAU, and youth games in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Live to televisions, computers, and mobile devices like iPads, iPhones, Androids, and more. Find out more at DMVSTREAM.COM. And of course, you can purchase a copy of tonight's broadcast, get it on DVD, or download it directly to your computer. Find out more at DMVSTREAM.COM. You can check out all of the Game of the Weeks that we have had so far, including our last Game of the Week, which featured the Herndon Hornets and the Westfield Bulldogs, a big Concord District matchup. Georgetown Prep applying the pressure. Sneezik looking, finally gets the ball to Howell. Howell driving, shot up, no good. Rebound to Michael Wolf. And Michael Wolf has owned the boards tonight. Valmont up top for Georgetown Prep, defended by William Howell, driving. Shot is good for Travis Valmont. Nice defensive play by Fabian Scotch, almost with a steal. Good hustle by the senior guard, who's committed to play for Division III Bard College in New York. Not sure exactly what the issue is down on the floor. It looks like the official getting a new basketball. And now 1 minute, 32 seconds remaining in this first half. Sneezik gets the ball inbounds to Howell. Howell up top, hands off. And a beautiful block by Michael Wolf. We talked about the fact that he had 10 blocks in the last contest between these two teams. Fabian Scotch from the corner knocks it down. And with that, Georgetown Prep extends their lead to 21. Sneezik with the answer on the other end. And Valmont fouled. Actually, called for the travel. So with 56 seconds remaining in this first half, Saint Albans with possession, down by 19. Sneezik thought about it, nothing there. Looks to the corner, Justin Jarvis with the shot. Wolf battling for the rebound. William Howell coming up with it. His shot is blocked. And finally, Kevin McDonald fouled. And Kevin McDonald, this is an impressive statistic, 24 of 24 from the line on the year. Heading to the free throw line with 43.2 seconds remaining in this first half. Kevin McDonald looking to remain perfect. And first shot is good for Kevin McDonald, the freshman. Alexander Lee re-entering the contest for Georgetown Prep. Will Rayleigh will take a seat. And that shot is no good, so McDonald now 25 of 26 on the year, but very impressive. You can tell he's a little frustrated with himself, but again, certainly impressive from the free throw line on the season so far. Sneezik from behind the arc, finally finding his shot is Michael Sneezik. And Sneezik applying the pressure. Matt Sneezik almost coming up with it, but instead, nice hesitation by Brandon Green coming up with the bucket. He'll head to the free throw line. 11.3 seconds remaining in this first half. Brandon Green, a 78% free throw shooter. Now 19 fouls for Saint Albans. One more and they'll be in the double bonus. And that shot is good for Brandon Green, capitalizing on the three-point play. St. Albans looking for another bucket before the half ends, but instead, nice defense by Bill Abdul-Jamal. Somehow Jarvis comes up with it, and he's fouled. Justin Jarvis heading to the free throw line. 67% on the year. Coming into tonight's contest again, 2.4 seconds remaining in this first half. Georgetown Prep up by 20. And that shot is good for Justin Jarvis. As Arthur Jones checks into the game, the senior guard for St. Albans, along with number 21, Azan Wilbon. Wilbon's shot is good. Jarvis's shot is good. Georgetown Prep trying to get a shot off before the half ends. Close. But Alex Fabian-Scotch cannot convert. But Georgetown Prep up 46-28 here at halftime. It has been the Little Hoyas all the way in tonight's contest so far. And our keys to the game, Georgetown Prep has mastered them perfectly. First of all, getting off to the quick start, as we said, the Little Hoyas have led the entire way in tonight's game, and they have certainly had balanced scoring distribution. Michael Wolf came to play. He rattled off the first 7 points of the night, but has certainly gotten a lot of help from his teammates, such as Fabian-Scotch and Kevin McDonald. I have been very impressed with the freshman coming into this contest, was averaging 6.4 points per game, with 18 three-pointers and a perfect 24 of 24 from the free throw line, having a strong night here tonight for Georgetown Prep. Now, on the other hand, for St. Albans, we talked about good things coming in threes, and St. Albans has struggled tonight from behind the arc. Michael Sneezik finally able to convert a three-pointer in the late goings of the first half, but the Bulldogs have been quiet from behind the arc. That has been one difficulty that they've faced tonight, and then trying to get everyone involved. Our player to watch tonight, of course, was Lloyd Howell. He has been awfully quiet for St. Albans. They would love to get him going in tonight's contest. Again, don't forget to check out our website, DMVSTREAM.COM, where we broadcast pro, amateur, college, high school, AAU, and youth games in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, live to televisions, computers, and mobile devices like iPads, iPhones, Androids, and more. Find out more at DMVSTREAM.com. Of course, you can vote each week for our Game of the Week. Tonight's matchup was voted on by you, our viewers, as the top matchup, which is why we are here tonight featuring this contest. You can go online right now and vote for the contest for next Friday, and you can watch all of the past Game of the Weeks that we've broadcast at DMVSTREAM.com. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half from last week's contest featuring the Herndon Hornets and the Westfield Bulldogs.
Here comes Herndon the other way. Ferguson over to right. Wright drives into the lane. Up and under. What a play there from Trevon Wright. Spins around the pick, goes into the lane. Reverse layup. Oh my! Chauncey Beckett with a pretty layup of his own. Ferguson takes it all the way, he's fouled, and that one is in and one. Second shot is up off the rim, and Gray gets his own rebound. Auslander quickly fouls, and he will go to the line again. Westfield with a huge win over Herndon, 56-53.
Watch live on National Signing Day, February 6, 2013, as Jaquil Vay, a nationally ranked football recruit by ESPN.com, makes his college commitment live on DMVSTREAM.com. The Avalon School running back and cornerback will choose between Maryland and Iowa live at DMVSTREAM.com.
I'm Jaquil Vay, athlete from the Avalon School, and I'll be making my commitment live on DMVSTREAM.com. I would describe my experience here in high school at Avalon very fun and a lot of memories as well. My strengths as a player is my speed and my quickness and my agility, and also being a team leader and working really hard. I don't have a position that I prefer to play. I just want to get on the field, to be honest. Yeah. The recruiting process for me it's been a roller coaster ride. It's been fun. It's been stagnant. It's been slow at points, and it's picking up now. But overall, it's just been a really good and fun experience to be in. The things I like about Iowa is definitely their fan base. I like what they have to offer academically. It's just right for me, basically. The things that I like about Maryland is that, one, also it's close to home, so I get to be close to my parents. Friends and family can watch me play, and definitely that they are higher up there in academics. It looks good. My feelings the next step is in my college career is I'm definitely anxious to see how I'd fare against other competition, but I'm definitely gonna be competitive at all times and just go out there and play football. Just do it, play how I know how to play. I'm definitely excited about my commitment because it's been a dream ever since I've been having desires to play college football, and just watching all the older guys before me do their thing. That's always been a dream of mine to do. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely excited about it. Tune in to DMVSTREAM.COM on February 6th to see me make my commitment live.
Welcome back to DMVStream.com's broadcast of the week, our game of the week. Again, the Saint Albans Bulldogs versus the Georgetown Prep Little Hoyas. Again, I'm Monica Moore, and it has been all Georgetown Prep so far in tonight's contest. The Little Hoyas got off to a quick start and have never looked back. Saint Albans looking to cut into this deficit in the second half. They are down by 18. The score right now, 46-28 at halftime. And again, the big keys for Saint Albans, I think certainly they would love for some of their stars to get hot. Of course, Howell having a quiet night so for Saint Albans, and then Michael Sneezik has had his struggles from behind the arc. Meanwhile, the Little Hoyas just want to keep doing what they've been doing so well. Let's talk a little bit now about the IAC standings. As I said, this is an important conference matchup for both of these two teams. Right now, it's Bullis leading the way. They are 18-4 on the year with a perfect conference record coming into tonight of 7-0. Then in second place right now, the Little Hoyas with their 13-9 record, 5-2 in the conference, and third place belongs to the Saint Albans Bulldogs, 12-6 on the year, 4-3 in the conference. St. Stephen's St. Agnes with a 12-7 record, 3-4 in the conference. Episcopal 6-9 on the year with a 1-5 record in the conference, and then rounding out the bunch is Landon, 2-13 on the year, 0-6 in the conference coming into tonight's contest. So again, every game important right now for all of these teams as they look towards the IAC tournament coming up in a couple of weeks. As the Bulldogs retake the court, and for the second half, they will start Michael Sneezik, Matt Sneezik, Brandon Galloway, Lloyd Howell, and Tommy Kiernan, the five that they started with in the first half. Same starters as well for the Georgetown Prep Little Hoyas. They will go with Billa Abdul-Jamal, Brandon Green, Alex Fabian Scotch, Alexander Lee, and Michael Wolf. To start off this second half, Fabian Scotch bringing the ball up the floor. He'll pull up with a jump shot, no good. Rebound goes to the Little Hoyas, and that shot is good for number 5, Brandon Green. So Georgetown Prep picking up right where they left off in the first half of tonight's contest, courtesy of Brandon Green, the junior guard. That shot will not fall for Lloyd Howell, but the follow is good. Fabian Scotch lighting it up from behind the arc. So consecutive three-pointers for Georgetown Prep. Fabian Scotch and Green coming up with big buckets to start off this second half. That foul charge to Michael Wolf, first team foul. Nice block by Alexander Lee. And then Sneezik again struggling tonight with his shooting. Not able to convert, but the follow is good for Lloyd Howell. St. Albans applying the full court press as they did in the first half, and it pays off. Matt Sneezik pulls up from behind the arc, shot no good. And I think not necessarily the shot right there that O.J. Johnson wanted for his team. But that shot is good for Bill Abdul-Jamal. We've talked about the balanced scoring distribution for Georgetown Prep, and we have seen it in the opening minutes of this second half as 3 3-pointers by 3 different players. It was Brandon Green that started off the scoring, followed by Alex Fabian Scotch, and then Bill Abdul-Jamal, all coming up big from behind the arc. Georgetown Prep extending their lead 55-32, 6 minutes, 28 seconds remaining in this third quarter. And again, don't forget to check out CapitalHoops.com live with Mark Stern Mondays at 10:30 p.m. During this live show, Mark recaps the week's high school basketball action with analysis and highlights. Find it at DMVSTREAM.com. Saint Albans working the ball around, finds Howell, shot no good, ball tipped out. Abdul-Jamal comes up with it, but Sneezik gets a hand on it. Nice effort by Michael Sneezik. And Lloyd Howell certainly being more aggressive in this second half, looking for his shot, earns a trip to the free throw line. Howell, an 80% free throw shooter on the year for Saint Albans. First shot is good for Lloyd Howell. Second opportunity coming up as substitutes coming into the game for Georgetown Prep. Alexander Lee back into the contest. Michael Wolf will take a seat on the bench. That shot rattles around, no good. Rayleigh comes up with the rebound for Georgetown Prep. Now Fabian Scotch will push the ball up the floor for the Little Hoyas, defended by William Howell. Good ball movement by the Little Hoyas. Fabian Scotch has already knocked down one from behind the arc. That shot no good. Lloyd Howell comes up with the rebound for Saint Albans. Howell looking to take it all the way. He is fouled and will head back to the free throw line. That foul charge to Alexander Lee, his second foul. Georgetown Prep's third. First shot is good for the senior guard, as Tommy Kiernan will get a breather. Number 21, Azan Wilbon, back into the contest for St. Albans. Rayleigh coming up with the rebound, and Rayleigh called for the travel. Howell calling for it again. He has certainly been more aggressive in this second half, looking for his shot, and this will be his third trip back to the free throw line during this second half. Again, just demonstrating how much more active he's been in the second half of this contest. First shot is good. And Michael Wolf not getting a long breather on the bench for Georgetown Prep. He checks back in for Alexander Lee. Second shot is good. And that will be a kicked ball, so it will remain Georgetown Prep possession. 5 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in this third quarter. St. Albans continuing with the full court pressure. They've had some success with it. I think a good move. Rayleigh trying to get around Sneezik. He'll hand off to Green. And Green finds Wolf. Wolf, the bucket and the foul for Michael Wolf. And again, that was just great ball movement by Georgetown Prep, finding the open man. And then Wolf powering his way up for the bucket and the opportunity for the three-point play for Georgetown Prep. Free throw is good for Wolf. Howell driving, he's fouled. So the fouls quickly adding up here. Now 5 team fouls for Georgetown Prep here in the early goings of the second half. William Howell at the free throw line for the Bulldogs. First shot is good for William Howell, a 79% free throw shooter coming into tonight's contest. Second shot rattles around, no good. Rayleigh came up with it, but nice pressure by Sneezik. A good effort, but it will be Georgetown Prep's ball. And despite the fact that Michael Sneezik has struggled with his shooting tonight, I have been very impressed with his defensive tenacity, really applying a lot of pressure on the ball, hustling on every single play. Exactly what you would expect out of a senior. Wolf tied up. Green able to regain possession. Valmont from the corner, no good. Wolf with the rebound and the putback. And Michael Wolf's presence on the glass has been exactly what we expected here tonight. That shot no good, and once again it's Michael Wolf. And Wolf will be fouled. As I said earlier, last time these two teams met up, Michael Wolf had 14 rebounds, and he has once again been impressive on the glass this evening. Rayleigh looking, finds Wolf. Valmont over to Fabian Scotch in the corner. Shot no good, battle for the rebound as Keith Sims comes up with it for Saint Albans. And again, Georgetown Prep with a very vocal student section here tonight, cheering on their team, making their presence known as that shot is good. Kevin McDonald checking back into the contest for Georgetown Prep. Meanwhile, Justin Jarvis back into the contest for Saint Albans. Also, Arthur Jones, a senior guard, on the floor for the Bulldogs. So substitutes coming in for both teams. Michael Wolf will take a seat back on the bench for Georgetown Prep. Valmont driving, finds Rayleigh. And Rayleigh called for the travel. 3 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Georgetown Prep up 60-39. And Howell throwing the ball right to McDonald, so another turnover. And an opportunity for Georgetown Prep, but Saint Albans applying the defensive pressure. Rayleigh, a long three-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to Keith Sims. Sneezik, nice look ahead to Jarvis, but shot no good. And a frenetic pace right here as Fabian Scotch's shot is blocked. What a defensive play by Justin Jarvis. It is Georgetown Prep basketball. McDonald will inbound, finds Valmont in the corner. Fabian Scotch from behind the arc, shot no good, rebound by Sims. And of course tonight seeing some of the top athletes from around the area, and you can check out DMV Elite Live with Marcus Helton Sundays at noon. During this live show, Marcus talks about the area's best basketball players and programs and offers recruiting tips and news. Find it at DMVSTREAM.com. Sneezik from the corner, shot too strong. And Fabian Scotch handling the ball up top for Georgetown Prep. Gus Bazanis back into the contest for Georgetown Prep, and Michael Wolf back into the contest as well. Another bucket for the senior. And Sneezik fouled behind the arc. So a big opportunity here for Michael Sneezik coming into the contest, a 63% free throw shooter. First shot is good for Michael Sneezik. 1 minute, 49 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Georgetown Prep leading 62-40. As Sneezik knocks down the second, the third opportunity coming up for the senior guard. And that one rattles around and is good as well, so a perfect trip to the free throw line for Michael Sneezik. Fabian Scotch fouled by McClure. Sorry, that foul charge to Keith Sims, his first. Third team foul for the Bulldogs. Beautiful set play from Michael Wolf. Sims shot no good, but tipped in. Wolf driving, lays it in. Beautiful touch by Michael Wolf. Under a minute remaining in this third quarter. Georgetown Prep leading 66-44. Sims tries one from behind the arc, no good. And now Fabian Scotch is fouled. That foul charge to Grant McClure, fourth team foul for Saint Albans. Fabian Scotch, a 79% free throw shooter. And first shot is good for the senior guard. And a timeout on the floor with 47.2 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Georgetown Prep leading 67-44. Are you a top recruit in the DMV area and keeping your college commitment a secret until National Signing Day? Then make your commitment live on our airways at DMVSTREAM.com. Stream your big announcement live to the world. Find out more at DMVSTREAM.com. And speaking of National Signing Day, remember to watch live on National Signing Day, February 6, 2013, as Jaquil Vay, a nationally ranked football recruit by ESPN.com, makes his college commitment live on DMVSTREAM.com. The Avalon School running back and quarterback will choose between Maryland and Iowa, live on our airways, DMVSTREAM.com. So a big day coming up next week. Again, February 6, 2013, National Signing Day. Can't wait to hear what Jaquil Vay's choice is. Again, Maryland versus Iowa. And now Fabian Scotch at the free throw line for Georgetown Prep, looking to extend the lead for the Little Hoyas. And Fabian Scotch will take a seat on the bench. 47.2 seconds remaining in this third quarter. As Howell will bring the ball up the floor for Saint Albans, and he'll be called for the travel. Valmont handling the ball for Georgetown Prep. And Georgetown Prep showing some patience here. Looking for Wolf, but instead will turn the ball over. Michael Sneezik with the interception. And now Sneezik called for the travel. And there, Michael Sneezik just trying to do a little too much for Saint Albans. Brandon Green will inbound the ball to Fabian Scotch. Now Green up top, defended by Sneezik. Fabian Scotch driving, pulls up, shot too short. But Wolf comes up with it, hands off to Green. And the other way we go. Sneezik, a long three-pointer. No good. Will end this third quarter. Georgetown Prep leading 68-44. And this one has been a runaway affair so far for Georgetown Prep. Last time these two teams played, it was a much closer contest. And finally, it was Georgetown Prep that eked out the win 76-71 in the prior meeting this season. This one today, though, Georgetown Prep got off to the quick start and has not looked back so far. Currently leading by 24 points heading into this fourth quarter. And again, this game this week voted on by you, the viewers, as our game of the week, defeating some other contests such as Mount Vernon versus Yorktown. And next week you can vote for what our game of the week will be on February 8th, so go online to DMVSTREAM.com and pick our game of the week. Also, if you want to purchase a copy of this broadcast, get it on DVD or download it directly to your computer. Find out more at DMVSTREAM.com. Saint Albans back on the floor as the fourth quarter almost underway in this IAC matchup. The Bulldogs working the ball around. Sneezik looking inside to Howell. Nice defense by Wolf, but the putback is good for Howell. Fabian Scotch, left side. He'll hand off to Valmont. Now Green in the corner. Shot no good for Brandon Green. And Saint Albans called for another travel. A lot of costly turnovers in this second half for Saint Albans. O.J. Johnson cannot be happy with the mental mistakes like all the traveling calls that his team has had in tonight's contest. Nice look inside to Wolf. And Wolf, again, the soft touch, lays it in for Georgetown Prep. another turnover for St. Albans. Green pushing the ball up the floor. Nice recovery by Howell, and Howell strips the ball away from Brandon Green. And now a charging call will go against Matt Sneesick. Nothing going the way of the Bulldogs right now. Fifth team foul for St. Albans. Green triple teamed in the corner. He'll find Lee. And Wolf trying to hang on to possession for Georgetown Prep. And that is the third personal foul on Lloyd Howell for St. Albans. Billah Abdul-Jamal checking back into the contest for Georgetown Prep, as Alex Fabian Scotch will take a seat on the bench. Shot no good for Alexander Lee. And Howell tied up, he's fouled. And now 4 personal fouls on number 21, Alexander Lee, and 18 fouls for Georgetown Prep. At the free throw line is Lloyd Howell, again coming into the contest. He is an 80% free throw shooter. And first shot is good for Lloyd Howell. So now Georgetown Prep with 8 team fouls, St. Albans with 6. So with the next foul, St. Albans will also be in the 1-and-1. Some sloppy play here in the late goings of this contest. Georgetown Prep up by 22 over IAC rivals St. Albans. Sneesick driving, shot no good, rebound by Howell. And again, William Howell, only a freshman, the 5'9" guard at the free throw line for St. Albans. He's given O.J. Johnson some good minutes here tonight. A 79% free throw shooter knocks down the first. Second opportunity coming up for the freshman, rattles out, and Will Rayleigh coming up with the rebound, and a foul quickly charged to the Bulldogs. That foul charge to Matt Sneesick, number 10, his second personal foul. Again, now 17 fouls for St. Albans. Will Rayleigh at the free throw line, an 80% free throw shooter for the Little Hoyas. Second opportunity coming up for the junior forward. That shot too strong, rebound goes to Brandon Galloway. Lloyd Howell handing off to William Howell. And William Howell being very aggressive, driving in the lane. Brandon Green charged with the infraction, and now 10 team fouls for the Little Hoyas. 5 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in this contest. Georgetown Prep up 71-49 over St. Albans. And of course, don't forget to check out our website, DMVSTREAM.com, where we broadcast pro, amateur, college, high school, AAU, and youth games in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, live to televisions, computers, and mobile devices like iPads, iPhones, Androids, and more. Find out more at DMVSTREAM.com. Fabian Scott's driving shot, no good. McDonald with the rebound. And the officials having to break things up. Kevin McDonald at the free throw line. Again, we talked about the fact now 25 of 26 on the year. Was very frustrated with himself after he missed that last free throw. That one rattles in for Kevin McDonald. Second opportunity coming up for the 6'5" freshman forward for Georgetown Prep. And perfect as well for Kevin McDonald. Sneezik driving, blocked by Rayleigh. Saint Albans looking for Kiernan. So another turnover for Saint Albans. They have been adding up in the second half. Fabian Scotch, an ill-advised pass intercepted by Howell. And now Lloyd Howell dishes off to William Howell. Shot from the corner is good. McDonald hands off to Green, driving, finds Wolf in the corner. Wolf's shot is good from behind the arc. Second three-pointer of the day for Michael Wolf, who definitely has the range, and now that is 20 three-pointers on the year for Michael Wolf. Timeout on the floor. Georgetown Prep now leading 76-53, a 23-point lead for Georgetown Prep. 4 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in tonight's contest. Georgetown Prep has led the entire way and has been very impressive, getting a balanced scoring effort from their team, and of course a strong presence on the glass by Michael Wolf and company. Again, don't forget to check out CapitalHoops.com live with Mark Stern Mondays at 10:30 p.m. During this live show, Mark recaps the week's high school basketball action with analysis and highlights. Find it at DMVSTREAM.com. Also, check out DMV Elite with Marcus Helton, Sundays at noon. During this live show, Marcus talks about the area's best basketball players and programs and offers recruiting tips and news. Find it at DMVStream.com. Sneezik hands off to Howell. Nice pressure by Green. And again, things continuing to go wrong for St. Albans as Green rushes in from the corner and is fouled. Brandon Green, a 78% free throw shooter, heading to the line. First shot is good for Brandon Green. Number 35, Brandon Galloway, checking back into the contest for St. Albans. He'll give Tommy Kiernan a breather. And that shot rattles out for Brandon Green. Sneezik thought about it, looks inside to Galloway, and that shot is good for Lloyd Howell. Sneezik almost had a steal as the ball is knocked away from Green. So again, St. Albans continuing with their defensive intensity. I think that's definitely been a bright spot for St. Albans at times in tonight's contest. And certainly there is no quit in the Bulldogs. Sneezik tries another one from behind the arc. Green ahead to Rayleigh. Rayleigh, nice pass to Michael Wolf. Shot is short for Brandon Galloway. And that foul charge to Will Rayleigh. And again, over 10 team fouls for Georgetown Prep. So it will be Michael Sneezik at the free throw line for St. Albans. Again, 63% on the year coming into tonight's game. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And that shot is good for Michael Sneezik. Nice rebound by Alexander Lee, who's back in the contest for Georgetown Prep, and now we will head back the other way. Both teams in the double bonus, so a lot of free throws from here on in as Alexander Lee heads to the free throw line. And Alexander Lee has had his struggles this year, a 35% free throw shooter. But the first shot is good for the senior forward. Lee extends the lead to 22. Make it 23 as Alexander Lee capitalizes on both shots from the free throw line. Sneezik trying another one. That shot no good. Battle for the rebound, and Matthew Sneezik coming up with it. Lays it in for St. Albans. That foul going against Matt Sneezik, sending Alexander Lee back to the free throw line. Lee just knocked down 2 free throws for Georgetown Prep. And that shot is good. Alexander Lee getting it done from the free throw line. Now 3 of 3 on these past 2 trips. The second shot also good, so Alexander Lee perhaps has found the cure to his issues at the free throw line. And with that, Georgetown Prep extending their lead back to 23. Sneezik is tied up. And the possession arrow with Georgetown Prep. Anisu Niawata in the contest for Georgetown Prep. He'll head to the free throw line, a junior guard. And an 81% free throw shooter on the year coming into tonight's contest is Niawata. Second shot is good for Niawata. And it has been foul after foul here in this fourth quarter. William Howe now heading to the free throw line for Saint Albans. First shot is good for William Howe. Once again, if you are a top recruit in the DMV area and you are keeping your college commitment a secret until National Signing Day, then make your commitment live on our airwaves at DMVSTREAM.com. Stream your big announcement live to the world. For more information, check out our website at DMVSTREAM.com. And of course, you can watch live on National Signing Day, February 6, 2013, as Jaquil Vay, a nationally ranked football recruit by ESPN.com, makes his college commitment live on DMVStream.com. The Avalon School running back and cornerback will choose between Maryland and Iowa live at DMVStream.com. And the student section starting to feel it for Georgetown Prep as head coach Herb Cruson starting to clear out some of his bench. At the free throw line is Gus Bazanis. Kyle Strang, Anthony Haney, both checking into the contest for Georgetown Prep, getting their first minutes of the night. Again, Gus Bazanis at the free throw line. Second shot is good for the junior forward. And now Jim Round also entering the contest for Georgetown Prep. Another turnover for St. Albans. Haney is fouled. Actually, he will be called for the carry. Shot no good for Brandon Galloway. That foul charge to Jim Round, number 44, the junior forward for Georgetown Prep. Keith Sims heading to the free throw line for St. Albans. First shot is good. Second opportunity coming up for Keith Sims. Shot rattles around and good as well. So with that 2 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter, Georgetown Prep up 85-64 as Anthony Haney bringing the ball up the floor for Georgetown Prep will be called for the foul. Timeout on the floor. A full timeout called. And again, you can purchase a copy of tonight's broadcast, get it on DVD, or download it directly to your computer. Find out more at DMVStream.com. And also check out our website at DMVStream.com because that is where you can vote each and every week for our Game of the Week. You can check out the poll and see what the voting results are. Contact your friends on Facebook or on Twitter and tell them to vote for your favorite team. Tonight's winners, of course, Georgetown Prep and St. Albans. Our last game, Herndon versus Westfield. And you can watch them all at DMVStream.com. That shot no good for Grant McClure. And with 1 minute 45 seconds remaining in the contest, Anthony Haney, the junior guard for Georgetown Prep, heading to the free throw line. That first shot for Haney, no good. Second opportunity coming up. And that shot too short for Haney. Rebounded by Philip Bader in the contest for Saint Albans. Nice drive by number 11, Justin Jarvis. And the fourth quarter has been filled with fouls. Both teams have been in the double bonus for quite some time. And now Justin Jarvis heading to the free throw line for Saint Albans. Jarvis, a junior guard for the Bulldogs, capitalizes on the first. Second opportunity coming up for Jarvis. And Jarvis capitalizes on both. Niawata looking to push the ball up the floor for Georgetown Prep. Nice defense, but a foul is called. That foul charged to Niawata. George Walker at the free throw line for Saint Albans. Converts on the second one, round quickly getting the ball inbounds to Niawata. And now Georgetown Prep getting a little sloppy as George Walker converting on the bucket for Saint Albans. And Herb Cruson cannot be happy with the sloppy play of his Little Hoyas as he calls a timeout with 1 minute 4 seconds remaining. A couple of back-to-back turnovers for Georgetown Prep, and Herb Cruson wants to talk it over with his team. The Little Hoyas up 85-69 over IAC opponent Saint Albans. Again, 1 minute 4 seconds remaining in tonight's contest. It has been Georgetown Prep from start to finish. The Little Hoyas came to play tonight, getting off to the quick, blistering start off of 7 quick baskets by senior standout and Loyola commit Michael Wolf. Of course, Wolf also had offers from UMBC, the Citadel, and Binghamton. Good pressure by number 23, Kyle Strang. And that shot no good for Saint Albans. Kelsey Boland also into the contest for Georgetown Prep, number 52. Niawata finds Haney. Now Boland up top. Boland pressured. Niawata will take a shot, no good. Nice outlet pass. And well defended by Georgetown Prep. And Round will try one from behind the arc. That one does not connect. 20.7 seconds remaining in the contest. Nice defense by Saint Albans as Grant McClure pushes ahead. Nice play by Grant McClure, the senior guard for the Bulldogs, converting on the bucket, and we'll head to the free throw line. Shot no good for McClure. Nice rebound by Philip Bader, and now Bader the bucket and the foul. Bader, a 6'5" senior forward for Saint Albans. Shot rattles around, no good. Rebounded by Boland. And with that, Kelsey Boland will head to the free throw line for Georgetown Prep. Boland, a 6'3" junior forward for the Little Hoyas. First shot is short for Kelsey Boland. And second opportunity is good as Boland gets into the scoring column for Georgetown Prep. Meanwhile, Round trying to break things up. And that shot is good for Justin Jarvis. And with that, Georgetown Prep, your winners tonight over Saint Albans, 86-76. Again, Georgetown Prep all the way. The Little Hoyas certainly making a statement tonight as they look to hold on to their second place spot in the IAC. Of course, Bullis perfect so far coming into tonight in the IAC. A very good game for Herb Crusen's team. A strong win, so their second win of the year over Saint Albans. And certainly I think one of the things that Herb Crusen has to be most happy about is I would certainly characterize this win tonight as a total team effort. He got lots of scoring from different players out on the field. Of course, on the court, Michael Wolf coming up with a big night, and I was certainly very impressed with his presence on the boards. I think that's one place where Michael Wolf certainly made a big difference, particularly during the first half, and also just his presence in the post. He alters shots, he does a lot of the little things, and that was a big reason that Georgetown Prep was able to get off to such a good start here tonight. Now, meanwhile, for Saint Albans, of course, again, the one thing that I was very impressed with, certainly with Saint Albans, is their tenacity. There was no quit in the Saint Albans Bulldogs. They applied a lot of defensive pressure, and certainly, particularly in the early going, some of that paid off for Saint Albans. It was just a tough shooting night for the Bulldogs. I think that was one of the big difference makers. Michael Sneezik just could not get going. Of course, he was the big scorer for Saint Albans during the first contest, scoring 25 points the first time these two teams met up, but just could not find his shot from behind the arc tonight. Could Michael Sneezik. And then, of course, Lloyd Howell also having a very quiet first half, which is one reason that Georgetown Prep was able to get off to such a blistering start in tonight's contest. And again, Georgetown Prep, after taking that big lead, never looked back. So Georgetown Prep, after tonight, they will square off against Episcopal in their next contest. Meanwhile, St. Albans will look to rebound against Landon. And again, certainly some things I think that Coach O.J. Johnson will be talking with his St. Albans team about. The turnovers were a big story. Certainly when St. Albans looking to make a comeback, they had a lot of turnovers. There was a lot of fouls in tonight's contest, so a lot of the little things, the mental mistakes, perhaps some of that was fatigue. But Saint Albans, again, certainly a bright spot to take away from tonight's contest, their defensive intensity. And then for Georgetown Prep, I think the scoring balance, a big story for them tonight, as well as the great play out of our player of the game, Michael Wolf. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Again, I'm Monica Moore, and we will see you next week at DMVSTREAM.com's Game of the Week.